Grant Richey, and I'm the director here at North High, and I wanted to thank everybody for being here. We're real excited to have such a nice crowd. We're doing Oklahoma tonight. We're very excited. Just want to make a few announcements. At intermission, there's a 15-minute intermission, and we're selling concessions in the cafeteria. Also, we have the Stage Door Parents. It's a parent organization that any parent, any teacher, any alumni, anybody, we really would like your involvement. They help with our program here with anything from ticket sales to bake sales to everything across the board, and we really need your support. Also, we're selling this year for, videotapes of the show, which we've never done before, so you can do that out there. We're also selling flowers. If you forgot to give that opening night gift, well, we're selling flowers for the cast members. And what else? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, a spring show, we're doing Our Town, which is going to be in April. And we're also, this summer, we're doing a community theater show of Music Man for all the, like, I see a lot of Tartan kids here, for any 622 district kids, high school kids, it's Hill Murray, anybody, and also we're doing it with, we're trying to get parents to act this summer too, so it'll be parents and alumni too, a lot of alumni here. So thanks a lot and enjoy the show. And here we go, take it away, Bruce.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Well, hiya, Neller.
Scare me to death. What are you doing around here?
Come a-singing to you. Oh, the sounds of the earth are like music. Oh, the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
If I was an old woman, and if you weren't so young and smart, Alecky, well, I'd marry you and get you to sit around at night and sing to me.
No, you wouldn't neither, 'cause I wouldn't marry you. Nor none of your kinfolk, I can help it.
Oh, none of my kinfolk, huh?
And you can tell them that. All of them, including that niece of yourn, Miss Miss Lori Williams. Hey, Neller, if you was to tell me where Lori was at, where would you tell me she was at?
Well, I wouldn't tell you at all. For as far as I can make out, Laurie ain't paying you no heed.
So she don't take to me much, huh? Well, where do you get such an uppity niece who wouldn't pay no heed to me? Who's the best bronc buster in this here territory?
Well, you, I bet.
Ain't the best ball dogger in 17 counties. Me, that's who. And look at here, I'm handsome, ain't I?
Purty as a pitcher.
Blonde-headed, ain't I? And bow-legged from the saddle for God knows how long, ain't I?
Couldn't stop a pig in the road.
Well, what else does she want then, the damn she-mule?
I don't know, but I'm sure certain it ain't you. Who you taking to the box social tonight?
I ain't thought much about it.
Bet you come over to ask Laurie.
What if I did?
You asking me too? Oh, we're my fascinator.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, I thought you was somebody. I got a beautiful thing. Everything's going my way. Is this all that's come a-calling and it's already 10 o'clock this Saturday morning?
You knowed it was me before you opened the door.
No such a thing.
You did too. You heard my voice and you knowed it was me.
I heard a voice talking rumbly along with Aunt Ellen and heard someone singing like a bullfrog in a pond.
You knowed it was me, so you sat up there thinking up something mean to say. I'm a good man not to ask you to the box social.
If you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Besides, how'd you take me? You ain't bought a new buggy with red wheels onto it, have you?
No, I ain't.
And a spanking team with their bridles all jingling?
No.
Expect me to ride on behind old Dunn, I guess. Better ask that old Cummins girl who tucks the shine to over across that river.
If I was to ask you, there'd be a way to take you, Miss Lori Samardi.
Oh, there would?
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow-white horses in the slickest gig you ever see.
Lambs.
Chicks same duck, same geese, better scurry. When I take you out in the Surrey, when I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters. When I drive them high-stepping strutters, nosy folks will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery is brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig, I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that it'd care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top.
What'd you say? The fringe was made of silk?
Wouldn't have no other kind but silk.
Has it really got a team of snow-white horses?
One's like snow, the other's more like milk.
So you can tell them apart.
Oh, the world will fly in a flurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. When we hit that road, hell for leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather, birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will hop. The wind will whistle as you rattle along, the cows will moo in the meadow, the river will ripple out a whispered song, and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish to go on forever?
Don't you wish to go on forever?
Don't you wish to go on forever and to never stop in that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top?
You'd sure feel like a queen sitting up in that carriage.
Only she talked so mean to me a while back, Aunt Eller. I'm a good man not to take her.
I ain't said I was going.
I ain't asked you.
Where'd you get such a rig at? High buddies went and hired a rig of a Claymore thinking I'd go with him.
So you
spent all his money hiring a rig and now he's got nobody riding it.
have to. Did not hire it. Made the whole thing up out of my head.
God made it up!
Therefore,
Oh, get off this place, you, and never make him get himself out of here! Ugh.
You look out now!
You sit down, you crazy young. Stop it right now.
Making them a few purties ain't again no law that I know of.
Don't you wish there was such a rig, though? And then you could go to the play party and do a hoedown till morning if you was a mind to. And then, when you was all wore out, I'd lift you up on the surrey, and then I'd jump up alongside you. Then we could just point the horses home. I can just picture the whole thing. I can see the stars getting blurry when we ride back home in the surrey, riding slowly home in the surrey with the fringe on top. I can feel the day getting older, feel a sleepy head near my shoulder, nodding, drooping close to my shoulder till it falls kerplop. The sun is swimming on the rim of a hill, the moon is taking a header, and just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, you bird, my baby's a-sleepin', maybe got a dream worth a-keepin'. Whoa, you team, and just keep a-creepin' at a slow clip, clop. Don't you hurry with the surrey with the fringe on the top.
Only there ain't no such rig. You just said you made the whole thing up.
Well,
Why you come around here with your stories and lies, getting me all worked up in that way? Talking about the sun swimming on the hill and all, like it was so. Who'd run right alongside you anyway?
Well, why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she acts that way, Curly? She's just aching for you two, I bet.
Oh, I won't even speak to him, let alone allow him to kiss me. The bragging, bow-legged, wish-ass sweetheart bub.
She likes you quite a lot.
if she liked me anymore, she'd sick the dogs onto me. Keeps up.
What wagon?
Oh, there's a crowd of folk coming down from Bushyhead for the box social.
Curly said maybe you'd donate your big wagon to bring them up from the station.
Well, of course I would, if it asked me.
The guy's talking about a lot of other things, so I'll just hitch up the team now if you say it's all right.
See what we brung you, Aunt Eller.
Well, what happened at the fair? You do any good with steer roping?
Well, I did pretty good. I won it. I would know you would.
Ain't nobody can steer rope like our territory, boys.
Can't stay very long. Got to get over to 8 Annie's. Remember? Her pa said if I was ever worth $50, well, I could have her.
Well, $50? Is that what they give you for prize money?
That's what.
Lands, if Annie's pa keeps his promise, we'll be dancing in a wedding.
Why? If he don't keep his promise, well, I'll take it right from under his nose, and I won't bring him the present I brung for him either. Hey, fellas, take a look what I got for 8 Annie's ball. Excuse us, Aunt Eller. You hold it up to your eye like this. Then when you get a good look, you turn it at the top, and the picture changes. They call it the Little Wonder. Well, I'll be side getting. Let me see that. Oh. Yow! Give me that. Yeah!
Silly goat! The hussy ought to be ashamed of herself. You too. Now, how do you turn the thing to see the other picture? Oh, wait! I'm getting it. I'm a good mind to tell Annie on you.
Please don't, Aunt Eller. She wouldn't understand.
Well, no telling what you've been up to. I bet you carried on plenty in Kansas City.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it carrying on, but I sure did see some things I never did see before. I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday, I'll learn a thing or two. For up to then I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves, but almost every time I took a walk. Well, then I put my ear to a bell telephone, and a strange woman started in to talk.
To you? What next?
Yeah, what? What next? Well, everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to go. Well, everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat. With every kind of comfort, every house is all complete. You can walk to privies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go.
Yes, sir.
They've gone about as far as they can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They got a big theater they call a Burley Q. For 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the gals was fat and pink and pretty. As round above as she was round below. Well, I can swear that she was padded from her shoulder to her heel. Later in the second act, when she began to feel, she proved that everything she had was absolutely real.
She went about as far as she could go.
Yes, sir. She went about as far as she could go. What you doing? Why makes you call a two-step? That's all we're dancing nowadays. The waltz is through. Of course, you can't do it all alone. Well, come on, Ellie.
And that's about as far as I can go.
Yes, sir, and that's about as far as she can go. What you doing now, Will? Why don't you call ragtime? See a couple fellas doing it on the street.
Team's all hitched.
Hello, Curly. Can't stay very long. Got to get on later wings. Lay out $50.
Time to get going, fellers. Thanks for loading the wagon, Aunt Eller.
Thanks, Aunt Ella.
I could jump with you guys later. Aunt Ella, I gotta know something. Listen, who's a low, filthy, sneaking Laurie's got a cap set for?
You.
Oh, never mind, Aunt. There must be plenty of men are trying to spark her, and surely she leans to one of them, now don't she?
Well, there's that fine farmer, Jace Hutchins, just inside of Lone Ellen. And then, of course, there's that old widow man over at Claremore. Makes out he's a doctor, a veterinarian.
That's what I thought. Hello, Judd.
Hello yourself.
And then, of course, there's someone near to home that's got her on his mind most of the time, till they don't know a plow from a thrashing machine.
Him?
Yeah, Judd Fry.
That bullet-colored, prowling man?
Now, don't you say nothing again him. He's the best hired hand I ever had. Just about runs the farm by itself. Well, 2 women couldn't do it. You ought to know that.
Laurie'd take up with a man like that.
Well, I ain't said she's tuck up with him.
Well, he's around you all the time, ain't he? He lives here.
Well, out in the smokehouse.
Oh, Neller, changed my mind about cleaning the hen house today. Gotta quit early, cuz I'm taking Laura to the party tonight.
You're driving Laurie?
Asked her.
Well, wouldn't that just make you bawl? Well, don't forget, Aunt Ella, you and me's got a date together. If you make up a nice box of lunch, maybe I'll bid for it.
Well, how we going, Curly? In that rig you made up? Well, I'll ride a straddle of them lights, a winking and blinking like lightning bugs.
That there ain't no made-up rig, you hear? I hired it over to Claremore.
Plans, you did?
Sure did. Pretty one, too. When I can call for you right after supper, see that you got your beauty spots fastened onto your proper so you won't lose them off, you hear? That's a right smart turnout. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery is brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. We'll see you before tonight anyways on the way back from the station. Ain't no finer rig.
Well, hey, Curly! Tell all the girls in Bushy End to stop.
That shiny little Surrey with...
Long way to Skidmore's! Well, that means we'll have a lot of company. You better pack your lunch hamper.
Aunt Ella, don't go to Skidmore's with Curly tonight. If you do, I'll have to ride with Judd all alone.
Well, that's the way you wanted it, wasn't it?
No, I did it because Curly was so fresh. But I'm afraid to tell Judd I won't go with him. He scares me. He'd do something terrible. Ever go down to that smokehouse where he's at?
Well, plenty of times. Why?
Did you see them pictures he's got tacked down to the walls?
Yeah, I see them. But don't you pay them no mind.
Something wrong inside of me, Aunt Ella. At night, I hook my door and fasten my windows again, and the sound of feet are walking up and down under that tree outside my room.
Laurie!
Mornings, he's come to breakfast and looks at me from under his eyebrows like something back from the brush somewhere. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you crazy youngin'. Stop acting like a chicken with its head cut off.
Oh, goodbye, my baby.
Now, who do you reckon Daddy's drove up? Why, it's that old peddler. The one that sold me that egg beater.
He's got Ada Laney with him. Will Parker's Ada Laney.
Oh, peddler! Do you know what he told me? He told me that egg beater would beat up eggs and wring out dish rags and burn the ice cream freezer. And I don't know what else.
Yoo-hoo, Ada Laney.
Hold your horses, peddler man, or fuck you.
Hi, Miller.
Hi yourself.
Oh, hello, Laurie.
Hello. Will Parker's back from Kansas City. He's looking for you.
Will Parker? Well, I didn't count on him being back so soon.
I can see that. Been riding a pace.
Well, the peddler man's gonna drive me to the Box Social. Well, I got him sort of a tasty lunch.
Ada Laney. Have you tucked up with that peddler man?
Not yet.
But you promised to Will Parker, ain't you?
Well, it's not what you might say promise. I just told him maybe.
Don't you like him no more?
Oh, of course I do. There won't never be nobody like Will.
Well, then what about this peddler man?
There won't never be nobody like him neither.
Which one do you like the best?
Whatever one I'm with.
You are silly.
Now, Laurie, you know that nobody paid me no mind up to this year, kind of I was scrawny and flat as a beanpole. And then I kind of rounded up a little, and now the boys act different to me.
What's wrong with that?
Well, nothing's wrong. I like it. I like it so much, when a fella starts talking purty, I get all shaky from heart to heart. Well, don't you?
Can't think of what you're talking about.
Well, don't you feel kind of sorry for a feller when he looks like he wants to kiss you?
Well, you can't just go around kissing every man that asks you. Didn't anybody ever tell you that?
Y'all, they told me it ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories and I reckon they are true about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go, just when or to say nix. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be prissy and quaint. I ain't the type that can't find. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when a fella gets flirty and starts to talk party? What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries, or roses or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's gotta have cream or die. Well, what you gonna do when he takes that away? Spit in his eye? I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint a beau when he is paying a call. For a while I act refined and cool, sitting on the velveteen settee. Then I think of that old golden rule and do for him what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Just when I sit on their laps, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no. It's like I told you. I get sorry for him.
Well, I wouldn't feel sorry for any man, no matter what.
Yo! Oh my gosh, my back!
I sure do feel sorry for poor Allie Hackham. Look how Aunt Eller's cussing him out.
Allie Hackham, that his name?
Yeah, it's Persian.
You sure for certain you love him better than you love Will?
I was sure, but now that old Will has to come home, first thing you know, he'll start talking purty to me and changing my mind back.
But Will wants to marry you.
Well, so does Allie Hackham.
Did he ask you?
Well, not directly, but how I know is he said this morning when we was riding in his buggy that he wanted for me to drive like that with him to the end of the world. And if we only drove as far as Catoosie, well, that'd take the sundown, wouldn't it? Then we'd have to go somewheres and be all night together. And being together all night means he wants a wedding. Well, don't it?
Not to a peddler, it don't.
All right. If the egg beater doesn't work, I give you something just as good.
Just as good. It's got to be 1,000,000,000 times better.
My, oh my. Oh. Miss Lottie, Jimpity Crickets. Oh, you have grown up. Last time I come through here, you was a teeny little shrimp with freckles. Now look at you, a great big beautiful lady.
Quit about me. If you ain't had no breakfast, go and get yourself a green apple.
Now out there, just listen.
I ain't your Aunt Ella. Don't you call me your Aunt Ella, you little wart. I'm mad at you.
No, don't you go and be mad at me. Ain't I said I'd give you a present? Something to wear.
Foot. Got things for her to wear. Wouldn't have it. What is it?
All made in Persia.
What do I want with an old Persian garter?
Oh, they look awful pretty, Aunt Ellie, with bows on them and all.
I'll try them on.
Oh, hold out your foot.
Did you have an idea I was going to let you slide that garter up my limb? Grab onto my petticoats, Lori.
Only woman would be much worse if I tried to take her garters off.
Yeah, 'cause that'd make her stockings fall down, wouldn't it?
Now give me the other one.
Oh, you mean you want to buy this one too much?
What do you mean, do I want to buy it?
I can let you have it for 50 cents, 4 bits. Yes.
Do you want me to get that egg beater and ram it down your windpipe?
Now then, don't anybody want to buy something? How about you, Miss Lottie? Must be wanting something. A pretty young girl like you.
Me? Of course I want some. Want a buckle made out of shiny silver to fasten onto my shoes. Want a dress with lace. Want perfume, want to be pretty. Want to smell like a honeysuckle vine.
Give her a cake of soap.
Want things I've heard of and never had before. A rubber tide buggy, a cut-glass sugar bowl. Not only things to look at and hold in your hands, things to happen to you. Things so nice that if they ever did happen to you, your heart quit beating, you fall down dead.
I have got just the thing for you.
What's that?
The elixir of Egypt.
Smelling salt.
But a special kind of smelling salts. Reads what the one on the label. It says, take a deep breath of this, and you see everything clear. That's what the father's daughter used to do when she had a hard problem to decide, like what prince she had to marry, or what dress to wear to a party, or whether she had to cut some of these head off. He would just take a whiff of this.
Fiddlesticks.
I'll take a bottle of that, Mr. Peddler.
Precious stuff.
How much?
2 bits.
Throw it away your money.
Helps to decide what to do.
Now, Aunt Error, don't you want me to show you the pretty doodads? You know the lace on the bottom, and the ribbon running in and out?
You mean fancy drawers?
All made in Paris.
Well, I never do wear that kind myself. But I sure do like to look at them.
Well, they's all right if you ain't going no place.
Well, bring your trappings inside. Maybe I can find you something to eat and drink.
Well, ask them, why don't ya?
Allie, me and Laura have been having an argument.
About what, baby?
About what you meant when you said that about driving with me to the end of the world.
Well, I really didn't mean to the end of the world.
Well, then how far did you want to go?
Oh, about as far as said, Cadmore to the hotel.
Well, what's at the hotel?
Oh, in front of the hotel is the veranda. Inside is the lobby. And upstairs might be paradise.
Well, I thought they was just bedrooms.
For you and me, baby, paradise.
You see, I knew I was right and Laura was wrong. You do want to marry me, don't you?
Oh, either ready. What did you say?
Well, I said you do want to marry me. Well, what did you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, fool. Oh, just when... Hello, Will. Oh, that's Will Parker. Promise me you won't fight him.
Why fight the man before? I only fight with my friends.
Later, Annie. Have my honey bunch. How's the sweetest little 110 pounds of sugar in this year county?
Will? Oh, this is Allie Hackham.
Well, howdy, Hack. Don't mind the way I talk. It's all right. Well, I'm gonna marry her.
Marry her? On purpose?
Well, sure.
Well, no such of a thing.
It is a wonderful thing to be married.
Allie.
I've got a brother in Persia. Got 6 wives.
6 wives all at once?
Oh, yes.
Well, sure. That's how they do it in them countries.
Not always. I've got another brother in Persia. He only got 1 wife. He is a bachelor.
Look, Will.
Look, Will, nothing. You know what I got for first prize at the fair? $50.
Well, that was good. $50.
Catch on? Your pa promised I could marry you if I could ever get $50.
That's right, he did.
You know what I done with all the money? Spent it all on presents for you.
But if you spent it, you ain't got the cash.
What I got's worth more than cash. Fellow who sold me this stuff told me.
But, Will...
Stop saying, but Will. When do I get a little kiss? Oh, wait, don't Annie, honey. You ain't been off my mind since I left. And all the time at the fairgrounds even. When I be chasing steers. Well, I'd rope 'em under the hoofs and pull 'em in shop. And he'd land on his little rump. Then I'd think of you.
Oh, don't start talking pretty, Will.
Seen a lot of beautiful gals in Kansas City. Didn't give one a look.
Well, how could you see him if you didn't give him a look?
Well, I mean, I didn't look loving at him. Like I look at you.
Oh, Will, please don't look like that. I can't bear it.
Won't stop looking like this till you give me a little old kiss.
Or what's a little old kiss?
Well, nothing. Unless it comes from you.
You do talk purty. No, I won't.
Supposing that I'd say that your lips are like cherries, roses or berries, what you gonna do? Can't you feel my heart palpitating and I'm bumping, waiting for something nice from you? I gotta get a kiss and it's gotta be quick, or I'll jump in a creek and die.
Well, what's a girl to do when he talks that way?
Better take the wagon down to the trough and get the team some water.
Right away, Neller.
Oh, can I come too? I love to watch the way you handle horses.
It's about all I can handle, I guess.
Oh, I can't believe that. Not from what I heard about you.
What do I care about that?
Well, come on, boys. Let's get those hampers out into the trees where it's cool. Come on, then. Hurry it up. Let's go.
Why should a woman who is healthy and strong blubber like a baby if her man goes away, a weeping and a wailing how he's done her wrong? That's something you'll never hear me say. Never gonna think that the man I lose is the only man among men. I'll snap my fingers to show I don't care. I'll buy me a brand new dress to wear. I'll scrub my neck and I'll brush my hair and start all over again. Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never have I once looked back to sigh over the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do. Many a light lad may kiss and fly. A kiss gone by is bygone. Never have I asked an August sky where has last July gone. Never have I wandered through the rye, wondering where has some guy gone. Many a new day will dawn before I do.
Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never have I once looked back to sigh over the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do.
Never have I chased a honeybee who carelessly cajoled me. Somebody else just as sweet as he cheered me and consoled me. Never have I wept into my tea over the deal someone told me.
Many a new day will dawn.
Many a red dawn will set. Many a blue moon will shine before I do.
Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never have I once looked back to sigh over the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do.
Never have I chased the honeybee who carelessly cajoled me. Somebody else just as sweet as he cheered me and consoled me. Never have I wept into my tea over the deal someone told me. Many a new day will dawn.
Hack'em.
Hello, kiddo.
Well, I'm sure sorry to see you so happy, because what I got to say will make you miserable. I got to marry Will.
Oh, that's sad news for me. Well, he is a fine fellow.
Oh, don't hide your feelings, Ellie. I can't bear it. I'd rather have you come right out and say that your heart is busted in two.
Are you positive you've got the many wills?
Sure shooting.
And there is no chance for you to change your mind?
No chance.
All right, then. My heart is busted into two.
Oh, Ellie, you do make up part of things to say.
Hey, you, Annie!
Hello, Pa. What you been shooting?
Right! That truth I hear about Will Parker getting $50?
That's right, Pa, and he wants to hold you to your promise.
Too bad. Still and all, I can't go back on my word.
See, Ellie Hack'em?
I advise you to get that money off of him before he goes and loses it all. Put it in your stocking or inside your Corsa where he can't get at it. Or can he?
But, Pa, he ain't exactly kept it. He spent it all on presents.
See? Now we can't have you. I told him it had to be $50 cash. But, Mr. Carnes, is that bad? Who the hell are you?
Well, this is Ellie Hack'em.
Well, shut your face, or I'll fill your behind so full of buckshot, you'll be walking around like a duck the rest of your life.
Ellie, if I don't have to marry Will, maybe your heart don't have to be busted in two like you said.
I did not say that.
Oh, yes, you did.
No, I did not. Are you trying to make my daughter out to be a liar? No. I'm just making it clear what the liar I am, if she is telling the truth. What else you been saying to my daughter?
Oh, awful lot.
When?
Last night in the moonlight.
Where?
Alongside a haystack.
Listen, Mr. I'm listening. What else you been saying?
Oh, he called me his Persian kitten.
Why'd you call her that? I don't remember.
Well, I do. He said I was like a Persian kitten because these was the cats with the soft round tails.
That's enough. In this part of the country, that better be a proposal to marriage.
Well, that's what I thought.
Is that what you think? Look, Mr. Carnes, I'm looking. I am a peddler. I'm no good. I travel up and down and all around, and you would hardly see your daughter no more. That'll be all right. Take care of her, son. Take care of my little rosebud.
Oh, that's pretty. Are you sure for certain you can bear to let me go, Pa?
Are you sure, Mr. Carnes? Just try and change my mind and see what happens to you. I better wipe my feet.
Oh, Ellie, ain't it wonderful? Pa making up our mind for us, and he won't change neither. Once he gives his word that you can have me, why, you got me.
I know I got you.
And this is Ellie Hack'em, the peddler's bride. Wait till I tell the girls.
Oh, trapped, tricked, hoodwinked, ambushed. What is this? Oh my gosh! Oh jeez.
Well, hello, Lori. Just packing your hamper now.
I've been busy.
Got gooseberry tarts too. Wonder if they's as light as mine. Mine like to float away. If you blew on them.
I did blow onto one of mine, and it broke into 1,000,000 pieces.
Ain't she funny?
Gertie, better come inside and cool off.
Coming inside with me, Curly?
Not just yet.
Well, don't be too long. And don't forget, when the auction starts tonight, mine's the biggest hamper.
So that's that Cummins girl I've heard so much talk of.
Well, you've seen her before, ain't you?
Yeah, but not since she got so old. Never did see anybody get so peaked looking in such a short time.
Yeah, and she says she's only 18. I bet you she's 19.
So, what you got in your hamper?
That's just some old meat pies and apple jelly. Nothing like what Gertie Cummins has in her basket.
Say, are you really gonna drive to the box social tonight with that Judd feller?
Reckon so. Why?
Nothing. It's just that everybody seems to expect me to take you.
Well, then maybe it's just as well you ain't. We don't want people talking about us, do we?
Think they do talk about us?
You know how they are, like a swarm of buzzsaws. Always gotta be buzzing about something.
Well, what are they saying? That you're stuck on me?
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
Can't imagine how these ugly rumors start.
Me neither. Why do they think up stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here's the gist, a practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Laughs at your jokes.
Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes mustn't grow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things. Give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, no suspecting things.
Some people claim that you are to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Granting you wish I carved our initials on the tree. Just keep a slice of all the advice you give so free. Don't praise my charm too much. Don't look so vain with me. Don't stand in the rain with me. People will say we're in love. Don't take my arm too much. Don't keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love. Don't dance all night with me till the stars fade from above. They'll see it's all right with me. People will say we're in love. Don't you reckon you could tell Judge you'd rather go with me?
Curly, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't. Think I'll go down to the smokehouse with Jose. See what's so elegant about him makes girls want to go to parties with him.
Curly,
What?
nothing. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes mustn't grow like mine.
You got your hamper packed?
Why, yes, nearly.
Would you like a hanky?
What do I want with an old hanky?
You got a smudge on your cheek, just under your eye.
I don't want to punch this, but I don't remember.
Well, open it, can't you?
Howdy.
What'd you want?
Done got through with my business up at the house. Just thought I'd pay you a call. Well, you got a gun, I see.
Good. Colt 45.
Well, what do you do with it?
Shoot things.
Oh. Now that there pink picture, that's a naked woman, ain't it?
Your eyes don't lie to you.
Plumb stark and naked as a jaybird. But no, she ain't not quite. She got a couple of thingamabobs tied on to her.
Shucks, that ain't a thing to what I got here. Take a look at that top one.
Oh, I'll go blind. That'd give me ideas, that would.
That's a dinger, that is.
Yeah, that sure is a dinker. That's a good-looking rope you got there. You know, Will Parker, you can sure spin a rope.
Nah.
It's a strong hook you got there, Judd. You could hang yourself on that.
I could, what?
Hang yourself. It'd be as easy as falling off a log. In fact, you could stand on a log or a chair if you'd rather, right about here, see? And then all you'd have to do would be to put this here around your neck, tie that good up there first, of course, just like so. And then all you'd have to do would be to fall off the log or the chair, whichever you'd rather fall off of. And then, in 5 minutes or less, with good luck, you'd be dead as a doornail.
What do you mean by that?
And then, folks would come to your funeral and sing sad songs.
Yeah.
They would. You never know how many people like you till you're dead. Be all laid out in the parlor, you'd probably all decked out in your best suit with your hair combed down slick and a high starched collar.
Would there be any flowers, do you think?
Sure would, and palms too, all around your coffin. And then the folks would gather around you and the men would bare their heads and the women would sniffle softly. Some would probably faint. Ones that took a shine to you when you was alive.
What woman have taken a shine to me?
Lots of women. Only they don't never come right out and show you how they feel, lest you die first.
I guess that's so.
They sure would sing loud though when the singing started. Sing like the hearts would break. Poor Jod is dead, poor Jod Fry is dead. All gather round his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold, and he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a feller have to die? Poor Jod is dead, poor Jod Fry is dead. He's looking oh so peaceful and serene. He's all laid out to rest, with his hands across his chest. His fingernails have never been so clean. Well, then, the preacher'd get up, and he'd say, folks, we're gathered here today to moan and groan over our brother Jud Fry, who hung himself up by a rope in the smokehouse. And then there'd be weeping and wailing from some of those women. Then he'd say, Jud was the most misunderstood man in the territory. People used to say he was a mean, ugly fella, and they called him a dirty skunk and an ornery pig stealer. But the folks that really knowed him knowed that beneath them two dirty shirts he always wore, there beat a heart as big as all outdoors.
As big as all outdoors.
Jud Fry loved his fellow man.
He loved his fellow man.
He loved the birds of the forest and the beasts of the field. He loved the mice and the vermin of the barn, and he treated the rats like equals, which was right. And he loved the little children. He loved everybody and everything, only he never let on, so nobody ever knowed it. Poor Jod is dead, poor Jod Fry is dead. His friends weep and wail for miles around.
Miles around.
The daisies in the dell will give off a different smell, because poor Jod is underneath the ground.
Poor Jod is dead, our candle lights his head. He's laying in a coffin made of wood.
Wood.
And folks are feeling sad 'cause they used to treat him bad. And now they know their friend is gone for good.
Good. Oh, John is dead. A candle lights his hand. He's looking oh so pretty and so nice. He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep. But it's summer and we're running out of ice. Poor John. Poor John. Yes, sir, that's the way it'd be. Gonna be an instant funeral. Wouldn't like to miss it.
Wouldn't like to miss it, eh? Well, maybe you'll go first.
Maybe. Oh, let's see now. Where did you work before you come up here? Up by Quapaw, wasn't it?
Yes, and before that over by Tulsa. Lousy they was to me, both of them. Always making out like they was better, treating me like dirt.
So what did you do? Get even?
Who said anything about getting even?
No one that I recollect. It just come into my head.
If it ever come to getting even with anybody, I'd know how to do it.
That?
Nah, there's safer ways than that if you use your brains. Remember that fire on the Bartlett farm over by Sweetwater?
Sure do. About 5 years ago. Terrible accident. Burned up the mother and the father and the daughter.
That weren't no accident. Feather told me. The hard hand was stuck on the Bartlett girl, and he thought her in a hayloft with another feller.
And it was him that burned the place?
It took him weeks to get all the kerosene. Buying it at different times. Feller who told me made out like it happened in Missouri, but I knew all the time it was the Bartlett farm. What a liar he was.
And a kind of a murderer too, wasn't he? A little errand here.
You ain't told me what business you had here yet. You don't got no cattle for sale and there are no cow ponies. Your crop's done spoke for.
Well, you sure relieved my mind considerably.
There's only one other thing on this farm that you could want, and it better not be that.
But that's just what it is.
It better not be. You leave her alone, Curly.
You know, somebody ought to tell Laura what kind of a man you are. And for that matter, somebody ought to tell you once about yourself.
Get out of here, Curly.
Fella wouldn't feel very safe in here with you if he didn't know you. But I know you, Judd. In this territory, there's two things you can do if you're a man. Live out of doors is one. Live in a hole is the other. I sat by my horse in the brush some years and hit a rattlesnake many a time. Rattle, rattle, rattle. He'd go scared to death. Somebody coming close to his hole. Somebody gonna step on it. Get his old fangs ready full of poison. Curl up and wait. As long as you live in a hole, you're scared. You gotta have protection. You gotta muscles old like iron and still be as weak as an empty bladder. Listen, you got things to bob your hide with. How'd you get to be the way you were anyway, sitting here in this filthy hole and thinking the way you're thinking? Why don't you do something healthy once in a while instead of staying shut up here, crawling and festering? Ah! You ought to feel better now. Hard on the roof, though. Wish you'd let me show you something. There's a knothole over there, about as big as a dime. See it a winking? Just want to see if I can hit it. Pull it right through, slick as a whistle, didn't I? I knowed I could do it. You saw it, too, didn't you? Somebody's coming, I expect.
Who fired off a gun? Is that you, Curly? Well, don't just stand there, you. Let me answer when you're spoke to.
Well, I shot once.
What was you shooting at?
See that knothole over there?
Well, I see lots of knotholes.
Well, it was one of them.
Well, ain't you a pair of purty nothings, picking away at knotholes and scaring everybody to death? Or to give you a good Dutch revenant and some of the craziness out of you. So that, nobody hurt, just a pair of fools swapping noises.
Mind if I visit with you, gents? It's good to get away from the women for a while. Now then, we're all by ourselves. I've got a few parties, Private knickknacks, special for the men folks.
I'll see you gentlemen later. I gotta pick up a Surrey I hired for tonight.
Art, postcards!
Who do you think you're taking in that Surrey?
Why, Aunt Ella. And Lloyd shall go with me.
She won't.
Maybe she will.
She better not. She promised to go with me, and she better not change her mind.
Now then, I want you to look at these. Straight from Paris.
I don't want none of them things. Got any frog stickers?
You mean one of them long knives? What'd you want the thing like that for?
I don't know. Kill a hog or a skunk or something. It's all the same, ain't it? You know what I'd really like better if you got one? You ever hear one of them things they call a little wonder? It's a thing you look to look at pictures, only that ain't all there is to it. Not quite. See, it's got a little jigger on the side, and you touch it, and out springs a sharp blade.
On a spring, eh?
You say to a fella, take a look through this. And then when he's looking, you snap out the blade, it's just above his chest, and bang, down you come.
Good joke to pray on a friend. I don't handle things like that. Too dangerous. But what I'd like to show you is my new stock of postcards.
I don't want none of them things. I'm sick of them. I'm gonna get me a real woman.
What would you want with a real woman? They're always causing trouble. Why, you've got a nice cozy little place here. Private. Artistic pictures, and they don't talk back to you.
I'm tired of these pictures of women.
So you're tired of them. Throw them away and buy some new ones. What can you do when you get tired of a woman? Just keep getting tired of her and tired of her.
I've made up my mind.
So you want a real woman, huh? Do you happen to know a girl named Ada Winey?
I don't want her.
I don't want her either, but I got her.
I don't want nothing from no peddler. What am I doing set up here? Like that feller said, a crawling and a festering. What am I doing in this lousy smokehouse? The floor creaks, the door squeaks. There's a field mouse a-nibbling on a broom. And I said to myself, like a cobweb on a shelf, find myself in a lonely room. But when there's a moon in my window, and it slants down a beam across my bed, and the shadow of a tree starts a-dancing on the wall, and a dream starts a-dancing in my head, and all the things that I wish for turn out like I want them to be. And I'm better than that smart aleck cowhand who thinks he is better than me. And the girl that I want ain't afraid of my arms, and her own soft arms keep me warm. And her long yellow hair falls across my face just like the rain in a storm. The floor creaks, the door squeaks, and a mouse starts a-nibbling on a broom. And the sun flicks my eyes, it was all a peck of lies. I'm awake in a lonely room. I ain't gonna dream about her arms no more. I ain't gonna leave her alone. Going outside, get myself a bride. Get me a woman to call my own.
Into your house, a dark loving. Girls, could you go somewhere else to tell fortunes? I gotta be here by myself.
Oh, look! She bought one of them old smelling salts the peddler tried to sell us.
It ain't smelling so. She's gonna make up my mind for me. Look at me take a good whiff now.
That's the camphor.
Girls, please, go away.
Hey, Laura, is it true you let Judd take you tonight to sit at Curly?
Tell you better when I think things out clearly. Beginning to see things clear already.
Well, I can tell you what you want.
Out of your dreams and into his arms you long to fly. You don't need Egyptian smelling salts to tell you why. Out of your dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and the stars are breaking through, then out of your dreams you'll go into a dream come true. Make up your mind, Lori, Lori dear. Make up your own story, Lori dear. Old Pharaoh's daughter won't tell you what to do. Ask your heart, whatever it tells you will be true. Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to the waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you.
Wake up! It's time to start for the party.
Should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. One man likes to push a plow, the other likes to chase a cow, but that's no reason why they can't be friends. Territory folks should stick together, territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance the farmers' daughters, farmers dance the ranchers' gals. Territory folks should stick together, territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance the farmers' daughters, farmers dance the ranchers' gals. Well, I'd like to say a word for the farmer. Yeah. He come out west and made a lot of changes. Yeah. He come out west and built a lot of fences. Yeah.
And build them right across the cattle ranges.
Yeah. White toes, dirt scratches, stay in Missouri where they belong. We got much right to be here too. Gentlemen, shut up. The farmer is a good and thrifty citizen.
Well, he's thrifty, all right.
No matter what the common says or thinks. You rarely see him drinking in the barroom.
Unless somebody else is buying drinks.
Oh, the farmer and the common should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the common should be friends.
That's right, Andrew.
The cowman robs the cow with these. The farmer steals her butter and cheese. But that's no reason why they can't be friends. Territory folks should stick together, territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance to the farmers' daughters, farmers dance to the ranchers' gals.
I'd like to say a word for the cowboy. The road he treads is difficult and stony. He rides for days on end with just a pony for a friend.
I sure am feeling sorry for the pony.
The farmer should be sociable with the cowboy. If he rides by and asks for food and water, don't treat him like a louse. Make him welcome in your house.
But be sure that you lock up your wife and daughter.
a square meal. Hey, you can't talk that way for a war, folks.
Well, he can say what he wants. Old farmer and the combination defense. Old farmer and the combination defense.
There ain't nobody gonna slug out anything. This here's a party. Sing it, Andrew. Dum-diddy-dum-dum-dum. That's right.
That's no reason why they can't be friends.
And when this territory is a state, it drives a union just like all the others. The farmer and the cowman and the merchant must all behave themselves and act like brothers.
I'd like to teach you all a little saying and learn the words by heart the way you should. I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be damned if I ain't just as good.
I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be damned if I ain't just as good. Toto, won't you sing together? Toto, won't you all be well? Cowboys dance to the farmers, farmers dance to the ranchers' bells.
Auctioneer.
Ain't no man auctioneer as good as you, Aunt Ella.
All right, then. You know the rules, gentlemen. You got to bid blind. You ain't supposed to know what girl goes with what hamper. Of course, if your sweetheart has told you that hers is done up in a certain kind of way with a certain color ribbon on it, that ain't my fault. Now, we'll start the auction on the other side of the house and work our way back around here. Follow me. Come on, man. Come on, everybody. Hurry up. Let's go.
Hello, young fellow.
Oh, it's you.
You're just the man I've been looking for. Seems like me and you had to have a little talk.
We only have one thing to talk about. Well, Mr. Hackham, I heard you got yourself engaged to Ado Annie. Well, nothing. Well, I don't even know what to call you anymore. Well, you ain't purty enough to be skunk. You ain't skinny enough for a snake. Well, you're too little to be a man, and too big to be a mouse. Well, I reckon you were right.
That's logical.
Let me just ask you one question. Do you really love her?
Well,
Because if I thought you didn't, why tie you right up here in this bag and drop you in the river? Now, are you serious about her?
yes, I'm serious.
And you worship the ground and she walks on like I do? You better say yes.
Yes?
Yes, yes. Oh, God. Would you spend every cent that you had for her? What? That's what I did. You see this bag? Boo prints, $50 worth. All I had in the world. So, if you had that $50 cash, well, now they're ready to win. And you lose her. Yes, I'd lose her. Let me see what you got in this bag. Might want to buy something. What would you want with that? I'm a peddler, ain't I? I buy and I sell. Maybe you pay you real money. Maybe such as, well, a lot. Ooh, what a beautiful hot water bag. It looks French, must have cost plenty, or give you $8 for it. $8? Well, to be honest, I only paid $3.50. All right, I said I'd give you $8, and I will. Ooh. Say, now that's a crackerjack. Give me that. But it was for a win night. Well, it don't fit you so good. I'll pay you $22. Oh, gosh, give it to me. Give me 22. All right, 22, Betty. You're not a cent more. Ooh, what a beautiful ankle brace. That was for her to wear. Well, I didn't think it was hardly for you. Mighty dainty. $15. Let's see. 8 and 22 makes 30. And 15 makes 45. And 50 cents makes 45.50. 45.50? So that's almost. Yeah. You want to buy some more? Mike, you ever see one of these? What made you buy a thing like that for? Got it in for somebody? How do you mean? Just a bunch of funny pictures? It's more than that. It's this thing. What are you holding?
Where is everybody? Where's Dave Miller?
Over on the side of the house, Laurie. Laurie, where'd you run to? So how much you give me for this? I don't like to handle things like that. I guess you really don't know what it is. Sure do. Just a bunch of girl in pink tights.
Either of you two seen Lori?
Over on the other side of the house. It's where the auction's taking place. Hey, John! Here's one of them things he was looking for. The Little Wonder.
How much?
$3.50.
A lot of money, but I got an idea. Just might be worth it.
Well, let's see. $3.50 from him, and $45.50 from you. Well, that makes $50, don't it? No, $1 short. Oh, darn it. Must figured wrong. How much of the rest of this stuff in the bag? $1. Done. You know what that means? Means I got $50. And I don't take 8 away from you. Oh, you really wouldn't do a thing like that to me, would you? Oh, wouldn't I? Wait till I tell Paul I got most of the money off her. Then maybe he'll think about it twice about me smart and he's dumb. Well, fellow, you certainly bunked with me.
Right over here. All right, then. Come on, get around, everybody. Come on, hurry up. Y'all hungry, ain't you? You want to eat? Come on, we only got 2 left. Hurry up, come on. All right, now, here's the last 2 hamburgers. And who's there? I ain't got no idea.
Oh, the little one's mine. The one next to it's Lori's.
Well, that's the end of that secret. Now, what about Big Fredo and his hamburger?
2 bits.
Who says 6? You, Slim? Ain't nobody hungry no more? What about you, Piddler Man? 6 bits.
Oh, no. Come on. 6 bits.
6 bits ain't nearly enough for a lunch like Ada Wanny can make. Let's hear $1. How about you, Mike? You won her last year.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Dwayne, you still making that same sweet potato pie like last year?
Oh, you bet. Same old sweet potato pie, Mike. What do you say?
I say he gave me a 3-day bellyache.
Never mind about that. Who bids $1?
Bid.
Mine's the last bid. I just got there for 6 bits.
Bid $1. 90 cents.
90 cents. We're getting rich. Another disc for the schoolhouse.
All right.
Do I hear any more?
You hear $50.
$50? Wait, nobody ever bid $50 for a lunch before. Well, nobody ever bid 10.
He ain't got $50. Oh, yes, I do. And if you're a man of honor, you'll say that Annie belongs to me like you said you would.
Well, where's your money?
Right here in my hand.
It ain't yours. You just bid it, didn't you? Just give it to the schoolhouse. That brother still gets my daughter's hand.
Now, wait a minute. That ain't fair.
Well, going for $50. Going.
$51.
Are you crazy? $51.
Wait a minute. If I don't bid any more, I can still keep my money, can't I?
Sure can.
Well, I got $50. This is mine. You feeble-minded chick poke.
Going for $51. And that means Ada Wanny will get the prize, I guess.
And I get
I will.
And what are you getting for your $51?
A 3-day bellyache.
All right, now, here's my niece's hamper. And now, I took a peek inside a while ago, and I must say, it looks mighty tasty. What do I hear, gents?
2 bits. 4.
What about you, Slim? 6?
I bid $1.
Man, like it. Do I hear 2?
$1.25.
$2. $2.50.
$3. And 2 bits.
$3, 4 bits. $4.
And 2 bits.
4 1/4. Well, ain't I going to hear any more? I got a bid of 4 1/4 from Judge Fry. Were you going to let him have it?
4.5.
Going for 4.5. Going.
$4.75.
$4.75. Oh, come on, gentlemen. The schoolhouse ain't built yet. Got to get a nice chimney on it.
$5.
Going for $5. Going.
And 2 bits.
Too rich for my blood. Can't afford no more.
$5.25. Well, that ain't nearly enough. Not for cold duck with stuffing and lemon meringue pie.
$6.
Going for $6. Going.
And 2 bits.
$6.25. My, you're stubborn, Judd. Mr. Carnes is a richer man than you. And I know he likes custard with raspberry syrup. Well, ain't I going to hear any more?
No, they all dropped out, can't you see?
You got enough, Aunt Ellen. Let's get on.
Here's the money.
Hold on, you. I ain't said gone yet.
Well, say it.
Well, going to Judge Fry for $6 and 2 bits. Going?
Who'd you say was getting Laura?
Well, Judge Fry.
And for how much?
6 1/4.
Well, I don't figure that's quite enough, do you?
It's more than you got.
Well, I got a saddle here, cost me $30.
You can't bid saddles, it's gotta be cash.
$30 saddle must be worth something to somebody.
I'll give you $10 for it.
Don't be a fool, boy. You can't earn a living without a saddle.
You got cash?
Right here in my pocket.
Let's don't waste time. How high you going?
Higher than you, no matter what.
Man, Ella, I'm bidding all this $10 Tom just give me.
Going for $10. Going.
$10 and 2 bits.
Curly?
Most of you boys know my horse, Dawn. She's a kind of a nice horse, gentle and well broke.
Curly, don't sell Dunn. It ain't worth it.
I'll give you $25 for her.
Well, I'll sell Dunn to you. That makes the bid $35, Aunt Ella.
Curly, you're crazy. But it's all for the schoolhouse, all for education and learning. Going for $35. Going.
Hold on. I ain't finished bidding yet. You just bid everything you got in the world, didn't you? Can't bid the clothes off your back because they ain't worth nothing. Can't bid your gun because you need that. Yes, sir, you need that bad. So on, Eller, I'm just as reckless as Curly McLean. I guess so. Just as good as getting what I want. Gonna bid everything I got in the world. All I've saved for 2 years doing farm work. All for Lori. Here it is. $42.31.
Ooh.
Anybody want to buy a gun? You, Joe, bought a brand new last Thanksgiving, worth a lot.
Curly, please don't sell your gun.
Give you $18 for it.
Sold. And that makes the bid $53, ain't Ella? Anybody going any higher?
Well, gone! Well, what's the matter with you folks? Ain't nobody gonna cheer or nothing?
Let's, Yanni. The cowman and the farmer should be friends.
Yeah.
You lost the bid, but the bidding was fair. Come on, cowman, shake the farmer's hand.
Sure, I'll shake his hand. No hard feelings, Curly. Say, Curly, I gotta show you something. Excuse us, Lori. You ever hear of one of them things they call a little wonder?
Just what is that?
It's something special. You just look right through here, right? Take a look at these pictures.
Curly, what are you doing?
Doing nothing much. What do you want to squeal at a man like that for? Scare the liver and lots out of a
Oh,
fella.
well, stop looking at them old French pictures and ask me for a dance, why don't you? You brought me to this party, didn't you?
All right, you crazy old woman, I'll dance with you. I'll dance you all over the meadow you want.
Well, pick that banjo to pieces, Sam. Dum-dee-dum-dum-dum.
Okay, Annie, I got my $50. Now you name the date.
August 15th.
Why August 15th?
Well, that was the first day I was kissed.
Well, it was. I don't remember that.
Well, you wasn't there.
Now you looky here. We gotta have a serious talk. You gotta stop fooling around with other fellers. You'll have to be a little more standoffish. When fellers offer you a buggy ride,
I'll give an imitation of a crawfish and dig myself a hole where I can hide.
I heard how you've been kicking up some capers when I was off in Kansas City, Mo.
No!
Well, I heard some things you couldn't print in papers from fellers who've been talking like they know.
Fool. I only did the kind of things I order, sorta. To you I was as faithful as can be. For me, the stories about the way I lost my bloomers, rumors, a lot of tempest in a pot of tea.
The whole thing don't sound very good to me.
Well, you see,
I go and sow my last while don't I cut out all shenanigans. I save my money, don't gamble or drink at the back room down at Flanagan's. I give up lots of other things that a gentleman never mentions. But before I give up any more, I want to know your intentions. With me, it's all or nothing. Well, is it all or nothing with you? Well, it can't be in between. It can't be now and then. No half and half romance will do. I'm a one-woman man, home loving type. Well, all complete with slippers and pipe. Take me like I am or leave me be. But if you can't give me all, give me nothing. 'Cause nothing's what you'll get from me.
not even something.
Nothing's what you'll get from me.
It can't be in between. It can't be now and then.
No half and half romance will do.
Would you build me a house? I'll paint white, cute and clean and pretty and bright.
Big enough for two, but not for three.
Supposing that we should have a third one.
He better look a lot like me.
The spitting image.
He better look a lot like me.
With you, it's
be stopping? Thought you wanted to dance.
Wanted to talk to you. What made you slap that whip on the old lady? Nearly make her run off. What was your hurry?
I was afraid we'd be late for the party.
You didn't want to be with me by yourself. Not a minute more than you had to.
I'm with you by myself now, ain't I?
You wouldn't have been if you could have got out of it. Mornings you stay hid in your room always. Nights you sit in the front room and never leave on the other side. Last time I see you alone, it was winter, and the snow was 6 inches deep in drifts. And I was sick. You brought that hot soup out to the old smokehouse, you give it to me, and me in bed. I hadn't shaved in 2 days. You asked me if I had any fever, and you put your hand on my head to see.
I remember.
Do you? Bet you don't remember as much as I do. I remember everything you ever done, everything you ever said. Can't think of nothing else. See? See how it is? I ain't good enough, am I? I'm a hard hand. Got dirt on my hands. Pig slop. Ain't fitching to touch ya. You're better. So much better. Yeah, we'll see who's better, Miss Laurie. Then you'll be wishing you weren't so free with your ears. You're such a fine lady.
Are you threatening me? Are you standing there trying to tell me if I don't allow you to slobber with me like a hog, while you're gonna do something about it? Why, you ain't nothing but a mangy old dog and somebody ought to shoot you. You think so much about being a hard hand? Well, I'll tell you something that'll rest your brain, Mr. Judd. You ain't a hard hand for me no more. Well, I even got better ideas than that. You ain't to come onto this here place again, you hear? I'll send yourself any place they say, but if you as much set a foot inside the pasture gate, I'll sick the dogs onto you.
Said your say. Brought it on yourself. Can't never rest. I told you the way it was, and you wouldn't listen.
Who's that?
Oh, it's just me, Laurie. Say, have
Yeah.
you seen Nina Wanny? She's gone again.
Will, could you do something for me?
Excuse me,
Run down
guys.
Curly and tell him I'm here. God, it's Curly awful bad.
Why don't you turn around and look, you crazy woman?
Curly!
Well, you found yours. I'm gonna go look for mine.
Now what on earth is ailing the bed of Claremore? But gum, if you ain't crying.
Curly, I'm afraid of my life.
Jumping toadstools.
Don't you leave me.
Hey, Lord.
Don't mind me crying, I can't help it.
Oh, cry your eyes out.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Well, here, I'll show you. My goodness. That's about all a man can stand in public. Get away from me, you.
You don't like me, Curly?
Like you? My God, get away from me. I tell you, plumb away from me. Now look, you stand over here, and I'm gonna go sit over here. And you tell me what it is you wanted of me.
Well, Judd was here. He's crazy. He scared me. I ain't seen nobody like him. He talked wild and threatened me, so I fought him. I wished I hadn't. There's no telling what he'll do now.
You fight him. Well, then that's all there is to it. Tomorrow, I'll get you a new hired hand, and I'll spend the night on the place myself tonight if you're nervous about that hound dog. Now quit your worrying about it or I'll spank you. And, hey, what I think of it? How about marrying me?
Gracious, what I want to marry you for?
Well, couldn't you maybe think of some reason why you might?
Can't think of none right now, hardly.
Laurie, please, ma'am, marry me. I don't know what I'll do if you don't.
Curly, well, I'd marry you if you'd want me to.
Yeah! I'll be the happiest man alive as soon as we're married. Well, I gotta learn to be a farmer, I can see that. Quit to think about throwing the rope and start getting my hands listed a new way. All things is changing right and left. Buy up my own machines, cut down the prairie, shoot your horses, drag them plows under the sod. They're gonna make a state out of this territory. They're gonna put it in the Union. Oh, country's changing, gotta change with it. Bring up a pair of boys, new stock, to keep up with the way things is going in this here crazy country. Well, now that I got you to help me, I'll amount to something yet. Well, hey, I remember the first time I ever seen you. It was at the fair, and you was riding that little gray filly of blue stars, and I says to someone, who's that skinny little thing with the bang on her forehead?
Yeah, I remember that. You was riding broncs that day.
That's right.
And one of them throwed you off.
That's... Didn't I throw me?
Guess you jumped off then.
Well, sure, I jumped off.
Yeah, you sure did.
Hey, if there's anybody in this yard who can hear my voice, I want you to know that Laurie Williams is my girl.
Curly!
And she went and got me to ask her to marry her.
Hey, you're all the way to Catoosa.
Well, little. Let people say we're in love. Woo-hoo! Who cares what happens now?
Just keep your hands in mine. Your
looks well on us. Let the stars beam from above. Who cares if they tell of us? Let people say.
I'll say goodbye here, baby.
Well, can't you even stay to drink to Curly and Lori?
It is time for the lonely gypsy to hit the open road.
Wished I was going, and then you won't be so lonely.
Look, either way, there's a man who loves you like nobody ever loved nobody.
Yes, that happened.
And there's a man who'll stick to you all your life. And that is the man for you, Will Parker.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like Will a lot.
He is a fine fellow, strong like an ox, young and handsome.
I love him all right, I guess.
Of course you do. And you love those clear blue eyes of his, and the way his mouth wrinkles when he smiles.
Well, do you love him too?
I love him because he will make my Eduani happy. Goodbye, my baby. I will show you how we say goodbye in Persia.
That was goodbye?
We have an old song in Persia, and it goes, "Whoa, goodbye, is never enough." I am glad you married such a wonderful man as this Will Parker. You deserve a fine fellow, and you got one.
Hello, Will. Allie was just saying goodbye.
Ah, Will, I'd like to say goodbye to you too.
No, you don't. I just saw the last one.
Come on, you two were made for each other. Be good to her, Will, and you be good to him. Back to the open road. Goodbye, my baby. Whoa, goodbye. It's never enough for the gypsy.
You ain't having a big old kettle man, are you?
Of course not. Never think of nobody unless he's with me.
Then I'm never gonna leave your side.
Well, even if you don't, even if you never go on a trip or nothing, can't you? Once in a while, give me one of them Persian goodbyes.
Persian goodbye? Ain't you ever heard of an Oklahoma hello?
Hello, Will.
Well then, why ain't you back at the farm getting drunk with us, all right? I ain't never seen you so sober at a wedding party.
I've been scared all night and Judge Bride come up and start for Curly.
Oh, why, Judge Rod's been out of the territory for 3 weeks.
He's back. I seen him at Claremore last night, drunk as a lord.
Look, here they come.
Hey, now, watch out. 3 cheers for the happy couple. Hip, hip, hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Say, Curly, was you scared when the preacher said about you think this here woman? Well, I was scared he wouldn't say it. It ain't too early and it ain't too late. Soon be living in a brand new state. A brand new state. Gonna change your face.
Gonna get bottom, carrots and potatoes, pasture for the cow, spinach and tomatoes.
Plenty of air and plenty of room.
Plenty of room to fling a rope.
The home of the wind
sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat, it sure smells sweet. Little wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yeah, when we say, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma, where the waving waves, and sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Every night we sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We belong to the land, oh, and the land we belong to is grand. The eye, the eye, the eye, the eye, the eye, the eye. And when we say, yeah, yeah, we're on the same door doing fine. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
You hurry and pack the roses. They're laid all over my room.
Hey, Will, you took the team to Missouri for me?
Sure will, girlie. Have fun with you.
He's gone in the house.
Well, what you going to do, Pa? Give Curly and Laurie a shivaree? Well, I wish you would.
Nah, it's a good old custom. I never hurt nobody. Now, you women just keep out of the way. Vamos.
Well, it ain't going to be rough, is it?
Gabbing about it. Come on, guys.
Sometimes it seems like men ain't got no need for women.
This time, you ain't got no need for men.
Yeah, but who wants to be dead?
Dirty.
Who thought you was in Bushy Head?
Just come from there. Too bad it's Laura's wedding. Been having one of my own.
Liz, who's there? Where is he? Is that him?
That's him.
Well, heck,
Hello, Eagle.
Have you seen my ring girl?
how long you been married?
Boy, it's... 40 days of that last should be like a golden wedding.
Well, if you married her, you must have wanted to.
Sure what I want to do. I wanted to marry her when I saw the moonlight shining on the barrel of her father's shotgun. I thought it'd be better to be alive.
Oh, I am not so sure.
Ellie ain't gonna travel around the country no more. I decided he ought to settle down in Bushy Head in front of Papa's store.
Hey, Will, did you hear the news? Gertie married the peddler.
Well, mighty fine to hear that, Mr. Middleman. Say, don't you think I ought to kiss the bride? Friend of the family, right? Hey, Dirty, you ever heard of an Oklahoma hello?
I'm gonna kick your nerves right now.
Look at him. Telling us all night.
Roll over somebody. What do we do? You all right? You just done?
Get away, Sammy. Let me look at her.
Don't say anything.
I
didn't come to.
If you like that to happen to us.
But there ain't nothing nobody can do for him right now. Let's try to get him to a doctor.
Here, some of you, bring him over to the head. Get him Dr. Tyler. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I gotta go see if there's anything that can be done for me. Take care, Miranda.
Well, maybe it's better for you and Curly not to go waving out.
Why does this have to happen when everything was so fine?
Oh, don't let your mind run on it.
Can't forget it, I tell you, never will.
Oh, it's all right, Laura, baby. If you can't forget it, just don't try to, honey. Oh, lots of things happen to folks, like sickness or being poor and hungry or being old and afraid to die. That's the way it is, cradle or grave. But you can stand it, you got to. There's one way. You got to be hardy, you got to be. You can't deserve the sweet and tender life unless you're tough.
Oh, I wish it was the way you are.
Oh, fiddlestick, scrawny and old. You couldn't hire me to be the way I am.
What would I do without you? Such a
Oh,
crazy.
sure as you born.
They're taking Judd over. Damn town is still mourning.
Is he alive?
Lauren, funny enough, Cody over here. He's a better marsh, you know, and he thinks I ought to give myself up tonight, he thinks.
Tonight? Why, your train leaves from Claremore in 20 minutes.
The best thing is for Curly here to go with his own car to tell the judge.
Oh, why you the judge, ain't you, Andrew?
Yes, but
Now we can go here.
Won't be appropriate after doing the car.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Let's just do it here and say we did it in court.
Well, you can't do that. That's breaking the law.
Well, let's not break the law. Let's just bend a little bit. Come on, Andrew. Start the trial. We ain't got but a few minutes.
Andrew, I got to protest.
Ah, shut your face.
Now, we can give the boy a fair trial without locking him up on wedding night. Here's the long and short of it. First, I gotta ask you a question. What'd you plead? That means why'd you do it?
Why'd I do it? Because he was pestering Lauren. I always said there's something.
Just a minute, just a minute. Don't let your tongue go wobbling in your mouth like that. Listen to the question. What made you kill him tonight?
Why, he killed me with a knife, and,
And you can defend yourself, right?
Yes, and furthermore.
Never mind the furthermore, the plea is self-defense. Now, is there a way to see this?
Sure, I'm feeling funny, Belle. Feeling funny.
You'll feel real funny if I tell your wife you've been carrying on with another woman.